What's up, guys? Back again with some new content. We're going to be going over the Wednesday night 11 game slate. It is late Tuesday night, going into Wednesday morning. So this is kind of a first look into that slate. Before I hop into it, we're going to have a little bit different of a format this time. Last video on for Monday night's games, I just kind of went through position by position. It ended up taking about 25 minutes of time to record. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the injury news first, go off pivots off of those players depending on what happens, and then I'll go into the core five for the main slate. So, but before I go into that, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for updates so you know when I drop new content. We're doing that more going into All-Star break, and after All-Star break, once the games start back up after All-Star week. And then if you haven't already, also follow me on Instagram. I'm kind of done with Twitter for now. Instagram is at the DFS Picks. So starting out, biggest news already dropped that Giannis is going to be out for Milwaukee. So obviously our pivots there are going to be Bledsoe and Middleton. However, on DK, they did a good job of pricing both of them up. Bledsoe up to 7,700 and Middleton up to 8,800. So that doesn't mean they're out of play, but definitely not smash spots. Definitely not easy plays. Just plug and plays like they were on the last slate and kind of in slates in the past. One place where you can, if you play FanDuel, they did not get priced up over there. I believe Bledsoe is 6,700 and Middleton 7,200. So those are pretty easy plays on FanDuel, but not on DraftKings. Still in play, but definitely not your first choices. Not in the core by any means. So moving on from Milwaukee, Luka Doncic is slated to play Wednesday night against Sacramento, which kind of takes out most of the Dallas guys. So no Finney-Smith, Hardaway, and Porzingis are kind of out of play. Now he still is questionable, but by all accounts he will start Wednesday night. Going further down, Anthony Davis questionable, but he's almost certainly going to play. DeAndre Ayton is questionable. I'm assuming last game going into the All-Star break, Ayton would sit, I would assume. I don't know why they're rushing back for one game, playing one game just to sit for another week, almost week and a half. So I assume that he would sit. Last game, Check Diallo started and played a ton of minutes and was pretty productive in those minutes. 39 minutes, 25 and a half DraftKings points at a 3,100 salary. Again, DK priced him up to 5K. He's going to get the minutes if Ayton sits, but the 5K isn't really a price that I want to pay for Check Diallo in a matchup. Again, it is going to be a decent matchup against Golden State, but I'd be hesitant a little bit to pay 5K for Diallo. There's going to be other value on the slate. Not DK on FanDuel. Same thing though. He's priced at 3,700, so he is kind of an easy play, and he's power forward eligible on FanDuel. So that's kind of an easier play on that platform. Going down further, obviously Kyrie's going to be out for a little bit more, so Dinwiddie is still in play. Down. Kevin Love is questionable for this game, so I'd assume Larry Nance would start in his place if he is out. I'd assume Love I don't think has missed time in a little bit here, so I'd assume he'd be in, but if he does sit, then Larry Nance would be a pretty solid value. I think he's at 5,100, and so he'll get a solid amount of minutes at the 4 spot. So go back down. Derrick Rose is probable, I believe. He's going to play. So that kind of takes out Reggie Jackson, Bruce Brown. I wouldn't really want to play them with Derrick Rose back. Not really too excited to play Derrick Rose against Orlando, a slower paced team. He's at 6,400, which isn't a terrible price for him, but not the matchup that I'd want to go into it. He is in play though. Serge Ibaka is going to be out. Also, it's not going to be out. I'm sorry. He's questionable. Marc Gasol definitely out. If Serge is out, then I would have a lot more interest in Pascal Siakam and whoever starts for Ibaka, whether it's Boucher or Rondae Hollis-Jefferson. Last game, Rondae Hollis-Jefferson started for him. Had a really good game. We'll take a look at his numbers in that game. He's only still priced at 4,400. He got priced up, but not a ton where you don't really have that much interest in him. Played 34 minutes, 36 DraftKings points. If he's going to be a point per minute player, that 4,400 price tag is really good. So going back down, I think we're kind of getting out of the main injury news. I thought there was one more that we had to kind of touch on. Is that it? I think I might have missed something. Yeah, I think that might be it. One more. Yeah, Mike Conley. He's going to most likely play. He's questionable. He only missed the last game on Monday for rest on the second half of a back-to-back. But you can see the last 4 games after getting his full minutes and kind of getting off his minutes restriction, he's been just mashing that price tag, and he's only getting kind of incrementally priced up, still only at 5,700. And so if he's playing 34 minutes, not the best matchup against Miami, but still below what he's really a mid 6K, upper 6K player at this stage, and then kind of his role on the team. So he's still, I think, a little underpriced even in a not so great matchup. So he's definitely in play coming in here. So that's, I think, the last guy that I want to kind of touch on before we go into the picks. So let's go on the picks. Let's start at point guard. Trae Young at 10-4. In a great matchup against Cleveland. We all know Cleveland guards, really, just kind of overall, Cleveland as a team, not good defensively. Trae has been overall just mashing and playing some big-time minutes in close games. This game should be close. 34, 48, 37, 36. That 48 against New York, I think they went to double overtime, but he's going to play in the high 30s in minutes. Pretty much whether it's close or not, unless there's some kind of big time blowout, he's going to get his minutes run, and his floor is just so high that even at that 10-4 price tag, even if he doesn't have a great game, he's still not going to get crushed, and your lineup's not going to just die because of that. So I like him in this spot against Cleveland. Damian Lee, coming off a good game, if he's getting around 30 minutes, I really like him in this spot. He's going to play opposite of Devin Booker, and I just like playing guys against Devin Booker. Booker's just not good defensively, and Damian has enough usage where he can kind of profit off of that. So I think this is more of a tournament play, but he should be low owned, and going into the slate, I like him in that spot. Going down to power forward, Julius Randle is really he did get priced up, but he is just in a smash spot against the Wizards. I'm a big Wizards fan, and just bigs against the Wizards, especially talented bigs, really crushed them. He's coming off a really good game against another poor defensive team against bigs in Atlanta. It's 46 minutes, 64.5 DK points, 8,600. I pay that against in a big time spot against Washington, so I like him in that. And Washington's been playing better offensively, even against a good team. So this game should be close, so that he gets his full run. Now going down, let's take a look kind of the overall spot of centers. We got Karl Anthony Towns at 10-5, Jokic at 10-1, going down to Drummond at 9,400. Sabonis at 9,800. A lot of good high-priced players in here. Towns and Drummond are really in really good spots, but with Trae, I kind of prioritize Trae here, so it'll be hard to fit them in. I really like Towns. It's kind of my number 2. If I could fit in Towns and Young, I definitely would. I just don't know if there's going to be enough value to do that. But I do like Towns and Drummond in those spots. But I did have someone else kind of, this is also a little bit more of a tournament play, but Dwayne Dedman at 4,700. And we look at his game log. Um, he's going to be playing, he should be playing a bunch of minutes, well over 30 minutes in the mid 30s against Drummond because talent and size, they really don't have anyone else. They have Damian Lee and Bruno Fernando, but um, comparatively, there's no. They lost Alex Len as their big guy down low. So I think Dedman plays a solid amount of minutes, and at 4,700 when we need some good value. Right now, I'm looking at him, and he also should be low owned on this slate. You can see the last 3 games, last 4 games that he's played. I can't remember when he went over on his first game. Might have been that game against New York for the Hawks. But since starting, I mean, he's a really good point per minute player. So I really like him in that spot against Cleveland. And then we'll go with some more value in Ish Smith. Defensively, New York guards, kind of the same thing with the Cleveland guards, just not very good defensively. And New York overall, not a good defensive team. So I like Ish Smith. He's going to get around 30 minutes, about a point per minute player, 4,800. Just a really good spot. You can see that he had a solid game against Chicago, who is a good defensive team against guards. So I like his scoring ability, scoring upside in the matchup against New York. So that's all I have for this slate for Wednesday night. If you have any questions, either drop a comment below or shoot me a message over on Instagram at the DFS Picks. Any feedback on the format of what you guys want to see, just shoot it down in the comments. Let me know. But that's it. Good luck tonight, and I'll see you in the next video.